Forward. Come check this out. See the moringa tree here? Yeah, man. Plant the herb. Use the herb. Don't overuse the herb. Everything in a moderation. Sometimes we wait until we are desperate. And when we become desperate, we do desperate things. Yeah. So then we overuse the herb. We no need to do that. You do everything in moderation. Sight? Oh, how do you use the herbs? Yeah, man, it's always a teaspoon of herb to a cup of water. Yeah? Ensure that the herb dry. Yeah? So whenever the herb dry, yeah, man, you boil the water, you throw it on the herb and let it steep for 10 minutes. So we say first, make sure the herb dry. A teaspoon of herb to a cup of water. So you boil the water, yeah? Throw it on the herb, steep for 10 minutes. Balance at it again with high energy and high vibration. Yeah, man, so as we just said, yeah? Use the herb in moderation. Yeah, don't overdo it. Don't wait until you are desperate. Yeah? Use everything in small portions. Yeah, man. If you don't understand, check with your physician. Check with your herbalist. Sight? Say, use the herb in moderation. Yeah, man. Be moderate. We talk about don't wait until you are desperate. Yeah, man. So, what I mean is, sometimes, it truth and in fact, we don't take care of we goodie. You call it body, I call it goodie. We don't take care of we goodie. Yeah? We trade our body, which you call it, we trade it for work. Yeah, we trade it for our career. We trade it for what we see as success. And when we trade it, we don't eat on time, you know, we don't get enough rest. So our body become weak. Our mind become weak. And then we get desperate. Yeah. And we find out about a particular herb. Yeah, like what I showed you a while ago. The moringa. Now, I have seen many people, you know, take this herb every day. You know, a lot of people overuse it. Yeah, and I've seen this herb hurt a lot of people. And I wouldn't say the herb hurt a lot of people because the herb cannot take up itself and use itself. Yeah? So people overuse the herb and hurt themselves. Yeah, and when me I talk about hurt themselves, me I talk about fatally hurt themselves. So because we mention you not take care of your goodie, you trade it for work, you trade it for success, you not get enough rest, you know, you not eat on time, so you become desperate. So you are overusing the herb every day. Don't do that, man. Treat the body right. Plant these marigolds recently and they are doing well. Yeah, man, amazing. Bush basil, tulsi, bush basil. Amazing, you know? Yeah. Need to plant back something in this pot because the one that I planted it never catch. So it goes sometimes. Yeah. But not going to leave the pot empty. Right, today is a good day. Yeah man, the sun is shining. Yeah man, the weather is good. Wonderful weather out here where I am. What is the weather like where you are? Yeah man, are you having rain? Are you having sunshine? What is the weather like in your place? Yeah man, in the neck of your woods. Yeah man, what is it like? Yes, I. So for all who are new here and wondering which virgin is this, what he's all about, you know, what he's talking about, welcome to the Herbal Laws channel here on YouTube, where we grow fruits and vegetables, but most of all, we grow herb for teas. And in this episode, we are sharing how one should use the herb. And if you start the video here, you need to start it from the beginning, where I said, when you are using the herb, it's 1 teaspoon of herb to a cup of water. Ensure that the herb dry before you use it. If you continue watch the video, I'll tell you why the herb need to be dry. Yeah man. This tomato plant doing really well. Yeah man. So why the herbs need to be dry? When the herbs are dry, yeah, it remove excess moisture from the herb. Yeah, the herb become more potent, you know, especially if you want to make an essential oil or if you want to make tea. Yeah, it also help the herb not to pick up mold, bacteria, and get rotten. Because if the herb pick up mold and bacteria, the herb will hurt you. Yeah? So that's why the herb need to dry. Now, my elders who taught me about herbs or how to use herb, they also tell me that when the herb is green, the herb can give you cirrhosis of the liver. It can damage the liver, especially if you overuse the herb. Yeah? Yeah. So, I'll always say to people, don't use the green herb, but if you have to use it, don't boil it. Boil the water, throw it on it to steep, and then have it. But still use it in moderation. Sight? Amazing. I harvested these chives recently and replant back. And trust me, they are springing up again. Amazing. Jaja. What we say when the herb dry, it enhances the flavor in the herb. Yeah man? So that when time you're making your essential oil, you get out the real flavor. Whether the herb is rosemary, whether the herb is lavender, whether the herb is lemongrass, you will get out the actual aroma or the actual flavor out of the herb. Yeah? But it also, yeah, give the herb a longer shelf life. Yeah, you can preserve the herb a little longer for use. Yeah, because if you don't do that, yeah, the herb going to pick up mold, the herb going to get rotten. And if you use it at that time, you can hurt yourself. Yeah, man. So, dry the herb before you use the herb, man. So, story time. You know, and why I say it's necessary to understand how to use the herb. Yeah. Now, once ago, I made natural juice for a living, you know, and I used to sell this young lady natural juice, you know, and I always recommend people to, you know, learn how to make the juice themselves, you know, but she came to me and she asked me, you know, how to prepare the juice. I tell her, you know, get the stuff in portions, small portions, use the same amount of portion of each fruit or vegetable. And she was making like kale and some other fruits. Now, she went ahead and, you know, use more kale than the other amount of things. Now, when she drink this juice, I think it was kale callaloo and, you know, and you know how potent these things are. You know, especially if you are somebody that is anemic. Now, when she made that juice and drink it, she literally knocked out. You know? So, after experiencing this, she came back to me and said, boy, you know what you was telling me was true. So I said, what was true? And when she explained, I said, but I tell you that the things are potent. So you have to use them in small portion and use it in moderation. Now, this story is not to say that this person was stupid. But I'm saying use the herb in moderation. And especially, I start the video with the moringa for a specific reason. And as I said to you, I know people who overuse the moringa and hurt themselves fatally. Yeah? So I'm saying to you that take care of your goodie, man. And I call the goodie which you call the body. Take care of it. Don't trade your goodie for work. Don't trade it for success. Work hard, yeah, but take care of yourself. Eat on time. Get enough rest. Get at least 8 hours sleep every day. Because if you don't rest, then you won't be able to function properly. And your body will fail you. Yeah, man. So that's the essence of the story. Not to say that the person is stupid, but I'm just saying use everything in moderation. Take care of yourself. Yeah. Preserve life, man. I? Yes, I. Yeah, I pick 2 pepper, you know. And even the pepper. If you don't use the pepper and use too much and don't use it in moderation, it will hurt you too. Yeah. Yeah, man, these can stay a little bit, you know. Yeah. Scotch bonnet pepper. Yeah, so in conclusion, use the herbs, but use it in moderation. Yeah. And in Luke 11, verse 42, say, woe be unto the Pharisees that give a tenth of their mint, you know, and other garden herbs. Yeah, and don't give love. Sin, love, and justice. Yeah, man. So, just like how you are practicing to use the herb. Also practice to use the herb in moderation. Practice to love yourself, take care of yourself, love others, take care of others, show compassion to others. Yeah? Don't neglect justice and love. Don't neglect your body. Yeah? Yeah. So that you don't have to overuse the herb. Don't forget the love of God. Yeah? Because sometimes we hurt ourselves when we think that, yeah, we are in control. Yeah? When we think as if, you know, we is what it is. No, man. The creator, the universe. Yeah. The God that created you and I. Yeah. And as Marcus Garvey said, it's one love, one aim, one destiny, one God. Yeah, man, one universe, one love. Yeah, man, one peace, one justice. Yeah? Yeah, man, learn how to use the herb. Use the herb in moderation. Love yourself. Take care of your goodie. Take care of others. Herbal laws. See you in another one. Out here doing the do. Yeah? Sight?
On a road, got to the thing now. Herbal laws, magical laws, yeah. On a road, got to the thing now. Herbal laws, magical laws, yeah. On a road, got to the thing now. Herbal laws, magical laws, yeah.
Yeah, Jah bless this meal, that it will be a blessing unto my goodie. Amen.